Hello once again, fellow YouTubers. It's Warren coming to you again. More updates on my 2026 Honda Passport Trailsport. I'm happy to report there's nothing to report.
Merge onto I-20 East.
Everything is still holding up pretty well. 4.5 months, I'm sure. I can't remember. 4.5 months, I'm going to call it. Right at 1,860 miles. Mainly because I really haven't driven it that much. But you all know, this is not my everyday vehicle. But I just realized I really do need to put some miles on this vehicle. Next week being the 4th of July weekend, I'm not sure if I'm going out of town yet, but if I do, I will be taking this vehicle. I'm headed right now to go to a little get together of sorts. It's the grand opening of a food truck. Yes, they have grand openings of food trucks. I'm going out to support some people. But anyway, back to this vehicle. Everything is holding up. It is kept in the garage, so funny thing is, me having it for 4.5 months until today, because I'm sure we're gonna catch it today. I hadn't even driven it in the rain. I don't know why. Usually because I only drive on the weekends. And when it's raining all weekend, I don't really drive anywhere. So that's the only particular reason. I'm not the type that want to be out in the rain a lot because, y'all, let's just be honest, people can't drive. Right now, and I think I'm going too fast. I'm going to get over when I get in front of this vehicle. It doesn't matter how fast you're going. There's always going to be somebody riding your tail. I don't care to be on the expressway. The road noise, I think, for the type of tires they put on this particular vehicle, the 2026 Honda Passport Trailsport, the road noise is not that bad. I do intend on going with the Ridge Grappler when they finally produce some of this exact same size, because no, I don't have any intentions on lifting this vehicle. I've seen some videos and pictures where people went out and lifted these vehicles. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't particularly like it, but to each his own. The appearance of it, the way it sits with the boxy style, it really does look pretty good. But once again, to each his own. And I'm wondering really if that's gonna, you're giving yourself maybe another inch of ground clearance, maybe 2, I don't know. But how often you gonna be really utilizing this vehicle? At almost $50,000, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I had no intentions on maybe using it to go camping. I bought the vehicle because I like the vehicle. It's a second vehicle. Now comes the point of putting more miles on it, driving it more. That I really do need to do. I got in today, and I no lie, I was like, okay, I'm gonna drive it today and go to the reveal of the food truck. I know we've got a good chance of some heavy rain. I had to find out where the wipers were. I kept turning on the rear wiper that I didn't need, so I know where they are now. I'm just so used to being in my truck. So if I had a gripe, I would be saying I couldn't find the wipers. Good thing I tried them before it started raining. And like I say, it's mostly a weekend of vehicle. Considering the distance that I'm going today and probably do some stops along the way on the way back, I needed to put some miles on this thing. I'm right now at a half a tank. In either of my vehicles, I hardly let them get below a half a tank before I fill it up, but I need to burn this gas out of this vehicle. I just keep adding more fuel to it. Of course, it's going to mix out fine, but it hasn't gone down to E since when I got it and they filled it up. Like I said, I hardly ever put my vehicles through the pace to where it runs down to E anyway. Once I get to a half a tank, I'm filling up my tanks. It's just a mind over matter. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna spend just as much money. I know you're going to the gas pump twice, but it's just in my mind, I can't see putting all that doggone money in a gas tank at one time. That's just me. And my commute time is very short, so that kind of helps out too. But overall, as far as this 2026 Honda Passport Trailsport, in the ash green, I forgot to mention. I have no complaints about this vehicle. Happy with the selection, with the purchase, and the fact that they had the exact color I wanted when I went to get it. I didn't have to wait. I know a lot of people had to wait a long time and got frustrated. And I'm going to tell you, if you had to wait, I think now that you have it, it was worth the wait. It's a great vehicle overall. But I want to end this video and pay attention to this road because I really hate being on the expressway. This is my second time today on the expressway, and I haven't been on the expressway for a long distance in a while. And we just went from 80 down to 22 miles an hour. This is why I don't like being on the expressway. But anyway, everyone, have a great, safe weekend. And I'm going to get off of this camera and pay more attention to this roadway. Everybody have a safe weekend.